Hello and welcome everyone to my channel. Today we are talking about a surprisingly, good, helpful, useful piece of technology, and it will not break the budget. Now, you might wonder, what's it talking about? Some revolutionary technology that's just come out? No. Okay, I'm talking about today, Apple iPad 9th generation. Yes, I know. This is an older iPad, came out in September of 2021, I believe, and yeah, definitely not new technology. However, in this video, I'll explain why it may just be the iPad for you and why you should at least consider it. All right, so let's start with what makes this specific iPad such a great deal. So, found it on Amazon, $320, and that is for the 64 gigabyte version. So that's pretty good. That's gonna give you some space for games, some space for documents, that kind of thing. But not the most, not the best by any means. However, you can find it even if you're looking for a screaming deal. There's $150, I believe, 142. I was able to find the 32 gigabyte version, so half the storage, however, half the price too, right? That's just over $100 US. So for what you're getting, that is absolutely a steal. Honestly, it outperforms a lot of the expectations at that price point. Okay, so let's talk about the Apple iPad 9th generation hands-on. So as you can see here, we have a standard, all aluminum body. We've got a 10.2-inch Retina display, and yes, we have a home button. So I know it's not ideal, definitely an older technology, but it's reliable, it's fast, and it definitely just works. As well as with this iPad, you do still have the gestures, so you can swipe up from the middle to get your apps up, all that kind of stuff. All right, now when it comes to Apple Pencils, this iPad is compatible with the Apple Pencil first generation, so that's this one here, as well as the Apple Pencil USB-C. So differences between these, obviously the Apple Pencil USB-C, which I don't have, that one charges by USB-C. Much easier charging, more compatible with a lot of the devices out today. However, this pencil here has pressure sensitivity, whereas that one does not. So what that means, this has a little nib here, and that basically means that when I am using this, if I use it in Procreate here, you can see you go thin lines, and then it goes bigger as you press harder, right? And that's super duper useful for artists, right? Because it means that you don't have to always go in here and adjust your brush size. Yes, that does still work, but it is just way nicer to just be able to press harder when you need bigger lines and press softer when you need really thin ones, okay? So, second difference, this one, charging. Got a lightning port on the end. Yes, it looks ridiculous. Yes, it is ridiculous. To charge this one, it does come with an adapter, so you can go from lightning to USB-C with that adapter. However, you can also just plug it into the back of the iPad, just like that. And yes, it will charge the pencil. Looks absolutely ridiculous, as you can see here, but it takes about 10 minutes to charge, and you'll get a number of hours just with the battery of the pencil here. So, if you need the pressure sensitivity, I would 100% go with this. If you're doing any sort of drawing, artistry work, definitely worth it. Also, this pencil is a tad cheaper. So this pencil goes about $130 on Amazon, whereas the USB-C pencil comes in for more expensive. Okay, so we've gone over some of the specs, some of the Apple Pencil things, and now we're going to go on to some of the accessories. So, iPad 9th gen, and then I actually grabbed this case. It's from JE Tech. I think it was about $18. I'll link it in the description there. So, iPad snaps right in there. Snaps in. Super duper simple, but this case is super nice. When you flip this shut, then it does turn off the iPad, which is great. Just make sure that the screen doesn't stay on. And what I was really important when I was buying this was it has a slot for your Apple Pencil. So slide it in there, close the lid, and there you go. You have both. You're not going to lose it as easily. And yeah, so given all of the specs, given all of my experience, all that kind of thing, would I recommend this iPad? Yes, absolutely I would. For anyone who's looking for a casual tablet, a budget device, with this Apple Pencil, this is truly a really great device. I've been using it for GoodNotes for about 6 months now. It works really, really well for that. I've had no issues with speed there. I've had no issues with writing, drawing, any of that kind of stuff. For students who are looking for a budget tablet, absolutely fantastic device. You can consume Netflix, YouTube, all that kind of stuff on it. It's great for reading. Truly, this is a great device for someone looking for a tablet on a budget. Would highly recommend it. So yeah, please let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you did, please, leave a like, drop a comment, maybe let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see me review next, or something that you'd like improved in the videos. I'm always looking for feedback there. Thank you for watching, and peace out.